Okay, here we go. We're going to go to step 7, all right? And we're going to now set, step 7 is just go to level 2. And then you've got to set this work plane. So we're going to start with, the hip one. Let's do that. So the set is this one here. Again, it's also on the structure. So you can do it from here as well. All right, so set. So because we've gone to level 2, now we're only really allowed to work on the X and the Y, sort of, on the plan view of it. Anything we draw will go on the flat. So we need to make sure we align ourselves with the 22.5 degrees, which is basically what the other work plane is following. So, all right, we're going to pick a plane. So here. So you can see here, if I left it on name, it's on, not pick a plane. On name, I can pick the 2 levels that I have, or I can pick the ones that are created. All right. So let's go with hip roof and go OK. Now, whatever I draw will be going along on the roof plane. So that's step 8. Step 9 says just that. Anything we draw will be going on there. What we're going to put on there is from the structure tab, we're going to put in a BIM system, and then we're going to, now if a message pops up that says just click close to ignore it, it then goes into a sketch mode. So let's go with BIM, BIM system, not BIM. We use that to put to the footings, but and you can use that to put individual beams if you want in there, some additional support beams under, from post to wall or something like that if you had any. Just like that shows. But we're going to put a whole lot of them, because if we start putting beams in here individually, we have to sort of, apart from offsetting them with the right offset apart, we have to also keep trimming them back to up to that line. A beam system will take care of that. All right, so beam system is here, this one here. All right, this pops up. The work plane of this view cannot be used to create a beam system using the one-click creation tool. All right, fair enough. Close. All right, do we panic or do we not panic? All right, so basically the one-click creation refers to where are we? We should be able to still do it. So what we're going to do, it just means you can't. It's not automated, so that's fine. We should be able to do it still. Let's go with the from the draw panel. We're going to select the pick lines tool, and then we're going to sketch around the lines. Note the direction. All right. So basically, if I pick lines, this one here, I can go to. I'm just going to go into here. This can be adjusted afterwards if need be. Basically, if I go there, that line is actually drawing it else. It's going to draw it elsewhere. Now that line there is the back of my fascia, I think. It's going to draw it a bit in because that compensates for the angle we're drawing at 22.5 degrees. Anyway, we'll put it there. And notice that this is the direction it's going. All right, it's because we picked that line first. If any line I picked, it would have been wrong, because even if I pick this, it would have been going that way. The roof, we don't need it to go that way. We need it to go across this way. That's where the beams are going to span across here, not up and down or along that line. They're not going to be parallel to any of these. So that's all a problem. But what you can do is now use this beam direction. So far, all that has been okay for us for the footings, but it's not okay for us for the roof. So we're going to have to tell it now which direction. So I'm going to click on here. And I'm not going to pick a line because I haven't got one that matches. So I'm going to have to pick, I'm not sure if that is set in here, but we need to basically select the line tool here. I don't think that's in the notes. And just draw it. I don't have to draw it here. I can draw it here. It doesn't matter. As long as I've gone click, that direction, it knows which way. Right, I'll do it here. So that's the direction we're going. It doesn't matter how long it is. It's just so you can put that symbol in there. All right. That's done. Finished. That will just stay there. It hasn't drawn anything as such. It's just that symbol. All right. Okay, so that's done. Step number 10 says we will now have to change the properties of our beam system Firstly, we need to load the C channel because at the moment I'm not sure what is putting in here. It's putting a M concrete rectangular beam 350. It's a bit big. Okay, so we need to do some loading here. All right, so what we're going to do is go to the Insert tab. Okay. All right, so basically we've done that. We don't have to come out of here. We don't have to finish it off. We should be able to go here and go to Insert, Family. All right, what you need to do here is to go back a step. We're in Australia here. So we just got to go up to Libraries. And if you haven't got these in, you might have to go to your control panel. So come out of this, go to control panel and reinstall Revit, and then next time it will ask you, okay, do you want to reinstall it or do you want to add content or something to that effect? Go add content and select the US metric and imperial if you want, and then you have what we need, which is under here, and that is under there, under the structural framing section, structural framing, and under steel, and we're looking for the M channel, that one there. All right, so because I didn't really look, but I know it wasn't in my project, and that's the only reason I'm loading it in. All right, and then when we bring this in, you'll be presented on step 11. You'll be presented with this table, and the one we want is the 100, this one here. It's not there, it's a bit further down. 100 by 6.7. 100 by C section, 100 by 6.7. I haven't got that option in this version. In your book it says 6.7. Oh, here it is. We've got it. This one here. We just click on there and go OK. So you're just bringing only that size in out of the whole family. All right. So now, if I go down here, whereas before I probably didn't have this, I should have it now. Here you go. That's it there. All right. So as you can see, there's a few other things already in there, but I didn't want any of them. So I want that. All right. So what else are we going to do? We're going to do that. We're going to set the change the layout rule to maximum spacing. So instead of fixed, we're going to have maximum spacing, and we're going to go maximum spacing of 900. It can be less, but it can't be more. All right. My number lock is not working or not? See, number. Got 900. Okay, and we'll just apply that. Really, nothing much else to do there. Let's do that there as well. Okay, apply. All right, so now we got everything set up as far as how far apart what we want to use, the C channel, and basically all we have to do really is we should be able to just tick it. Yeah, that's right. It does say in the notes number 13. Go back to, rightly so, go back and click on here, because if you don't go and click on here, there's no tick button. Because remember, we sort of went away from that to insert something in. So you need to remember to go back here to be able to tick it and actually get it to work. So there's a beam system. It does look like it's a bit out and that sort of thing, but we'll worry about that in a minute. All right, so let's go see what we created. Now, first of all, I will go to the 3D, just so you can see it better, hopefully. Well, it's over there, so let's twist around. So that's what we've put in there. The encouraging thing is that it's actually on the angle we want it. So that's done well, and as you can see, it's trimmed them all up where they should be roughly, all right? Okay, which is a good start. All right, so let's go to east-west and see what we've done here. Now, this resolution is just showing it as a stick diagram. I think we need to really increase that a bit. There, it's just a channel. Now, what it's done, because I put the reference line there, it's actually it's actually putting it below that. So the thing is, you don't know where the hook point is for this thing, whether it's on top or below. With experience, you get used to where they are, and maybe I should have put my reference plane further up, perhaps, or whatever. But anyway, there's neither here or there. We can fix that up.
So,
all right.
So when you select them, you can actually go on top of that reference line?
No, well, it depends how they created the family. That's how it comes in.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it was justification below, underneath here, it would have ended up on top of it, but justification happened to be on top. If I go into another look, I'll probably work it out. It's just, there you go, justification is top. I could even maybe change it to, let's just see if it works. This might save us a bit of time. Yeah, that saves us time. Yeah, but you look what he did. He just did one of them. Because I just picked one beam, I've got to be careful.
Okay.
Yeah, because then if I select, like if I go to, where are we? So you can play with that like that if you had one beam, but this is not in the notes, but yeah, so if I try and select so if I go on the outskirts, I can pick up the whole beam system. But once I do that, there's no justification for that.
Yeah.
So, I'll have to pick up the whole thing, and then it's sort of breaking the rules of the beam system a bit. So what we'll do, something else, see if I can select it from here like that. And now I wonder if I can go to the east-west. It still says it's got one selected in my filter, so it means I've got it. And it looks like it's locked to that plane, by the look of it. So I should be able to hit the move command, which is basically all that paragraph on step 15. All right, and then use my, so hit the move command. I've got to pick this up from the right, sorry, no, it's not what we want actually. What we want is actually to move the reference plane up, and that will work as well, but the reference plane will stay behind. Let's just see if we can grab the reference plane, like that, go to the filter, and remove the link. You can actually, by the way, in release 14, and I'll just show you that now. This would have been the classic time where we could have used it. You can go down here, this is a new thing to 14, and make it so that when you're selecting stuff, it doesn't select the links. So it's a little checkbox, so that's handy if you don't want to get the link. You might move it accidentally or whatever. In this case, I don't have to do the crossing because I know I'm just going to get that. Yeah, I just got what I wanted. Now I'm going to move the reference plane and see if the beam system goes up as well. I've seen it where it didn't work, so let's see what we get. Move that. And we're going to go from, as a reference, we're going to go from the bottom of this to the top of that. And that's 102 millimeters. Let's see. Constraints are not satisfied. Okay. Error cannot be ignored. Okay. Remove constraints. All right, let's remove constraints. See what we do. Oh, okay. It didn't let us do it.
Shouldn't you unlock the reference plane first?
Yeah, I should have. I think I said to do that, but I didn't actually listen to my instructions. We will now move. It says remove the lock symbol from the reference plane before issuing the command. So, that's a bit rude to write that instruction at the last bit of the paragraph when you don't normally read that bit until the end. So, yeah, we should unlock that. Now we can move this up in theory. Oh, how about that is finished? Just move this up quickly. And, alright, so that's gone up now. And there we have it in 3D. Looks alright. In 2D, these lines are matching up a lot closer now. Not perfect, but a bit closer. Alright, I'll leave that there for now. And we'll continue on. That was up to 15. Alright, so stop the